Welcome to the show where the real ones ride. From the Browns to the block, we bring that pride. No cap, no spin, just talk that hits. From downtown lights to the Lake Erie grit. Steam rises high off the Cuyahoga flame. In the city of work, we don't play no games. Skyline whispers stories of hustle and grind. Cleveland's heartbeat never falls behind. It's 216, where the voices collide. Holding it down like a tide won't subside. No fluff, just fire. This truth takes flight. Let's get to the facts. Yeah, starting tonight.
Welcome to Let's Get to the Facts podcast. I am your host, Doss. I'm here with my man, Coach Shot, like we always do every Monday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time. We talk about sports. We talk about entertainment. We talk about politics. We talk about everything. We just lead off with sports, but there's a lot to talk about in this world. And before we get started with everything, I want to talk about, I got to introduce the sponsors, which is No More Struggling Entertainment, OPM Clothing Line, and the Original Bonus. And as I told you, I'm here with my man, Coach Shot, who I do this with every week, the greatest co-host ever. What's up, Coach Shot?
Not much. What's up, Coach? How you?
I'm good, man. I'm a little tired, but, you know,
I'm here.
Man, I'm sick of this damn weather, I tell you that.
Man.
We in May, and I'm contemplating turning my heat back on.
Coach,
This is crazy.
I had mine on yesterday for a minute. I had to cut it off because it was a little warmer, but I had it on.
I've been holding strong, man, but
yeah,
like I just came in my office for the podcast, and I was like, damn, like my hands is in my hoodie, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, man? Like,
hey, listen, that's me. I came in, but had to put the hoodie on too. I'm like, it's cold.
So
it's
I'm
cold.
like, oh man. So man, but other than that, it's cool. It's just Cleveland weather, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so look, before we get into stuff, people, I gotta make y'all understand something. TikTok is trying to ban me. My account is literally on a warning. So please watch what y'all say tonight. Because they're looking, all I need is one more strike and they're gonna ban my account. And I don't need that because they pick and choose who they let tell what. And that's where the biggest problem comes from. They pick and choose who gets to tell what, when they get to say it, and all of this other craziness. And it just becomes a major problem, man. That's the thing. And I gotta tread lightly. That's all. I gotta tread lightly because
true.
They trying to ban me. This would be the 8th time I've been banned on this damn account if it happens. So we just gotta. That's just
I got you, Coach. I'm try to keep it clean for you. I'm gonna do my best.
We gotta play nice in the sandbox a little bit, man. Because they've been trying to get me, and it'd be crazy because they pick and choose who they allow to say what.
Oh yeah,
and that's where a lot of the issue comes from now, since it's made this turn of events. You know what I'm saying? Since it got sold over to whoever it was Trump forced them to turn over to.
Yeah.
And man, I don't like that because I've seen the same I've seen the same message being said by certain people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't understand why that's allowed. Like I'm literally, and they ask you like, if you want to submit appeal, and then it's like, one of the things is because I see similar content on this app. And, for some strange reason, I'm the one that they struck twice in the past 2 weeks. twice in a week or something like that. So, man.
That's
you
crazy.
gotta play nice in the sandbox a little bit for a couple of weeks,
I guess so.
Unfortunately. So, all right, Coach, because we got some topics, and it's been football slow for the most part, but it's not one of the topics of the show. But I just saw that David Njoku signed 1 year with the Chargers. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Interesting move, but the fact that you left and only got a 1 year contract, and you were thinking that you this big star, that kind of shows you what they thought of you.
I mean, he had a down season, and honestly, over his career with the Browns, he had a lot of drops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The one season that he had that was good was going into a contract, so he got the contract out of it. You know what I'm saying? Got more money out of it.
Right.
I liked him when he was here.
Yeah.
Kind of would like to have had kept him, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Go to San Diego. We could just be shirtless 24/7. Just go.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. I like David Njoku. I mean, he was a good guy. I don't really have nothing negative to say about him.
Me too.
He was injury prone. You know what I'm saying? But, he's a hurricane, so I've been following him for a while. But man, I was like, like you could have stayed in Cleveland and got your 1 year, and then you could have possibly got another payday up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Even with Harold Fanning on the roster, because 2 tight ends and 2 dog receivers is a setup also.
Yeah, my only thing that I like that I ain't really appreciate was, I guess, the theatrics that he did when it was the trade deadline, talking about he ain't going nowhere, and as soon as the season was over, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
you saw that on the wall, because I remember in his last injury, I was sitting back like, I saw the play. It was a touchdown catch, and I was like, okay, I don't know where you got hurt.
Me either.
So just watching, and I'm like, okay, and the season kept going on. I was like, why isn't Njoku playing? And I think right there he made a business decision that, I'm not gonna play here. I don't want to play here no more.
I think so as well.
Okay. All right. So I was just confused by that, man, because I was like, dang, that's really interesting that he ain't hitting the field, but why? So I don't know.
You weren't the only one. You weren't the only one, Coach, because I was thinking the exact same thing. Like I said, down to the injury, that didn't. I don't know how he got injured, but I guess he got injured.
Or he faked the injury and was thinking more about what he was going to be when he got, you know what I'm saying, over to whatever team he was going to. But just turn around and get a 1 year contract. So if you don't perform or you get hurt in this 1 year contract, that means your chances of securing another gig might be over with, because you have a history of injuries.
This deal that he signed with the Chargers is basically a prove it deal.
Yeah,
you got 1 year to prove it. You know what I'm saying? And if he comes up and he does good, then he'll be back next year. But he literally got 1 year to prove it.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. Well, whatever. I wish him the best of luck. All right. So, all right, let's get into the first topic. The first topic is another one of those things that's a head scratcher for me. You might be able to focus on, because honestly, I forgot to look it up. But we got more QB drama.
Oh God.
We got more QB drama. And I don't know if you've heard this, but why is everybody talking about this Brendan Sorsby kid from Texas Tech? Now they're talking about in the supplemental draft. When does the supplemental draft happen?
Well, the supplemental draft hasn't happened since a long time. The last time the Browns even got somebody good out of the supplemental draft was Josh Gordon.
Okay.
So that goes to show you. They don't even know if they even have it on the supplemental draft. But my thing is this: why would you draft a kid who basically kind of got in trouble in college for betting on games?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, the shit is started by that person.
Is it?
Man, coach, yes, like
okay. See, I didn't know who it came from. I just started hearing this name pop up, and I was like, "Who the hell?" At first, I thought it was a Cincinnati Bearcat because of the colors. I didn't pay attention.
No, he was a Bearcat. He played there with Joe Royer, who we drafted in the draft from out of Cincinnati.
Okay.
So if you go to watch his interview that happened over the weekend, I think it was the May 9th interview that I seen on YouTube.
Okay.
That it wasn't her that asked him the question, but it was somebody that's adjacent to her that does a lot of, they do their little wrap-up shows with each other.
Yes.
But he asked the question like, "Oh, well, what can you say about this? Or say about him?" and yada yada yada. But the smoke really came from that direction. If it was not her, then it was somebody adjacent to her. But I started seeing it, and I'm sitting over here like, yeah, I seen the highlights, but at the end of the day, if y'all gonna say Shedeur had character issues, which y'all can't prove none of this shit, this dude has a major character issue. He got in trouble for betting on games.
Right.
So I don't know if that's what you want in your locker room. And, to me, it goes back to what we know, Coach. Anybody but Shedeur. Anybody.
And that's so interesting because I saw this dude from the Dogs podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like them. You know what I'm saying? They're actually pretty good sometimes. The majority of the time they're pretty good. But they said, can y'all give one reason why y'all don't like Shedeur? Like other than his father, what has Shedeur done that made y'all hate him so much?
They can't give you a reason.
I can't figure it out. So now we're gonna be like Brandon Sorsby. He wasn't even like nothing that nobody ever talked about. So now all of a sudden it just sounds like these people are pushing to have a white quarterback in Cleveland.
I don't know if it's a white. I don't know if it's white or anything. It's just anybody but Shedeur. Because Deshaun ain't white, but they trying to put him in front of Shedeur. I just feel like no, they don't want Shedeur Sanders to be the starting quarterback. I don't. That's it, because there's even watching what they said about Taylor Green in during they little short rookie camp. The questions that was asked by her and the rest of them, and are you going to have packages for him? What are you talking about right now? Yeah, he completed some passes. One is against people that's just in helmets and shorts.
Right.
Two, like he's going against basically people that he competed against in college. Like you don't got no grown man in there in the NFL. Like this is different. And then y'all to me, they just, like I said, Coach, it's just anybody but Shedeur, man. Anybody but Shedeur.
And it's so weird because like people are so like hell bent on not Shedeur. And I honestly think it's because they know what's gonna happen if he does become successful. You're gonna have to pay him after everything he went through, you're gonna have to pay him higher than Patrick Mahomes. And he ain't even gotta win no Super Bowls. It's just because he overcame.
Yeah, they gonna have to pay him, but the haters still gonna find a reason to hate. And I really believe that lady, I don't know who is paying her or whatever, but at this point in time, I think she's just a natural born hater. Like
I think she's getting paid to troll, honestly. I think
at this point,
I think this is the most attention she's had in a long time. And I think that's just her angle now. It's just I'm just gonna troll everybody, and I'm gonna keep them talking about me. Because for you to sit up there and act like, and all of these other people to act like they don't remember what Deshaun Watson looked like on the football field, and still keep talking to Shedeur. I mean, still keep talking about he should be over Shedeur.
Like it wasn't. I forgot which one of the Browns writers that I was watching today, and he was talking about. He was like, "Yeah, just looking at Watson, his size." The way, like, whatever that happened to that shoulder, it's over now. The ball is really flying off. It's really popping and all this other. He looks way better than yada, yada, yada. I'm sitting over here like, do y'all not remember what y'all was saying about him when he was here before?
Exactly.
Like, I don't trust none of those people that are reporting. Honestly, the only people that I might even listen to is G. Bush,
Yeah.
Earl the Pearl, and Tavis. The
Yeah.
rest of them dudes that be talking, they all there for clickbait, or they just out there just hate. Like,
or they getting paid, or they getting paid to push a narrative because
like that dude, the Bean, Al the Bean. Like, dude, like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
I just be seeing stuff from him, and every day I just like, dude, you just a fucking hater, man. Just shut up.
Yeah, and that's honestly just what it all comes down to. Because I'm like, don't get me wrong. So here's my outlook on it. Deshaun Watson. I didn't realize we still had Deshaun to keep Deshaun for 2 more years. I didn't know that. I thought this was his final year, and then I saw something that said we got to have him for 26 and 27 season.
I think this is the last year of the guaranteed.
Okay, so then that still makes it expendable. All right. So the thing, I was sitting back and I was watching, and here's my outlook. Deshaun Watson is the backup. If Kirk Cousins can make all of that money as the backup, so can Deshaun Watson.
Pretty much.
And he will be serviceable if something happens to Shedeur. But you got the coach that wanted Shedeur. We got the weapons to protect, or we got the people to protect Shedeur, and we got the weapons for him to throw to. It makes no sense for you to sit up there and be like, oh, well, Deshaun Watson might be able to rekindle this, that, and the other. Or y'all just trying to be relevant in the news.
They're just being relevant. I mean, I hope he goes. I hope Deshaun, whether it's here or somewhere else, gets back to his form and prove a lot of people wrong. But the way that this media is going about it, I'm cool on whatever they're doing, because I think it's an indirect praying for him. It's like you're praying for him in spite of Shedeur.
Shedeur, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Not because you want him to be better or do better. You just doing it because
to play.
Yeah.
Which is crazy within itself. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. People just need to sit back and just wait. Just let stuff play out. Because like last year, we sat back. We had to wait for Joe Flacco to fumble. We had to wait for Dylan Gabriel to show you that he was not able to play in the NFL.
Exactly.
And the door's turned. So just sit back and wait. If Shedeur is not meant to be the quarterback, it will show. But I don't know how y'all can base that based off of the stuff he did. Yeah, he had interceptions. He was a rookie. Peyton Manning, I'm tired of having to keep repeating this, but Peyton Manning had one of the worst times as a rookie. He threw some of the most interceptions as a rookie. People seem to overlook that when it comes to this young black man. He had 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Deshaun Watson's last season that he played it, he was semi-healthy. He had damn near the same numbers. And y'all talking about we want him.
I'm going to say this. What people need to understand about being a rookie quarterback in the league. These are the 3 ways that they could go. They could come out and be hot that first and second year, and then the league catches up to them. They fade away, i.e., my boy down in Houston.
CJ Stroud, exactly, yep.
Or you could come in and struggle and then become hot and become somebody and then fade out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could just not be nothing.
Yeah.
That's what you end up with. Those are your, you know what I'm saying? Those are your things. Because I don't know what you expect. No quarterback comes out and is just a dog throughout their whole thing. Everybody gonna struggle.
Exactly.
Everybody gonna struggle.
And the thing with Shedeur, even though he's smiling at y'all in the media interviews and stuff, Shedeur got one of the biggest chips on his shoulder. Don't be fooled by that smile. That man is going to he's going to prove to you guys that he is everything y'all said he wasn't. And when he get that chance, I don't give a shit about him flashing his wrist at you. I hope he played game in a diamond wrist, a watch, just so he can shine that bitch on y'all. Because the thing of it is, he gets that chance to show you exactly who he is and that he deserves this and he earned this. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all better get on the side now and start understanding that, hey, we was rocking with him from the beginning, or we was just razzing him or giving him some hard times and all of this. No, y'all are being flat out haters. Have no legit reason why y'all hate this young man other than his dad, which is pathetic. And then, other than the fact that he is second generation, third generation football player from his father's lineage. So that's the thing. Like, y'all have no legit reason. His stats in college was top notch.
Mm-hmm.
His gaming was top notch. His arm was top notch. I don't understand. Like, what else do y'all want? Like, what else does he have to show you? But it don't matter. He's gonna show you exactly who he is. He's gonna show you.
Exactly.
Tennessee. If you pay attention to that Tennessee game, he showed you how I'll put a team on my back if I got to, and he did it. And the Cincinnati game when he had to do the drive that made them come back at the end of the game and at the end of the season and won. So y'all better get on the right side of this, man, because I'm telling you, it's gonna go bad for a lot of y'all when y'all want to do interviews with him and stuff, and he blowing y'all off, or he just shorting y'all in answers like Marshawn Lynch used to do. I'm telling you. Because he got a chip on his shoulder, man, because he knows what y'all are doing. He knows y'all are purposely trying to make his name bad. He knows that y'all are purposely trying to stop him from shining. He's gonna let y'all know. He's definitely gonna let y'all know.
I'm gonna step away real quick, Coach.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
So y'all need to understand, man, like this young man has been grinding out here. And for the Cleveland media to keep on hating on him, like we've had the greatest quarterback play in the longest time. Y'all don't make no sense, man, like at all. Like y'all make no sense whatsoever of why that you guys are not in support of him. Like he was a superstar in college, and he was literally up for 1 and 2 of the NFL pick until the NFL teams decided to do whatever it was that they decided to do. Y'all need to get on board. That's just what it all comes down to. Get on board, man. We haven't had good quarterback play here since Baker Mayfield. Y'all see what we did to Baker Mayfield. We let him go, and he turned around and went to Tampa. And every time you look up, they're in the playoffs. They might not be winning the Super Bowl or whatever, but they're in the playoffs. Y'all need to give them a shot, man. Like, give them a chance, man. And give this young man a chance. Just stop jumping on him automatically. All right, so the next topic I want to talk about is that this Taylor Green. Taylor Green is a special talent that we had drafted. He is 6'4", runs a 4.37. He is a dog of a quarterback. He got an okay arm. It's not the greatest arm ever, but he has a pretty decent arm. But the thing that is coming out of the camp is that he might be going to the tight end position. I don't know how I really feel about that, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, I think we should still keep him in the position that he is, which is a quarterback, because we haven't learned anything. Quarterbacks go down. Quarterbacks go down crazy, and quarterbacks go down often throughout the season. I train people. So I don't know about the young man being utilized as a tight end. I'm not really in big favor of it.
Neither am I.
You know, I'm thinking we should just keep him as a quarterback, because we already know that Shedeur could take a beating. This is the NFL. We know Deshaun Watson is coming off of 2 Achilles, which I forgot about. 2 Achilles, a bum shoulder, and I think it was a knee injury in there somewhere too. So, you know, I think Taylor Green should stay playing a quarterback. And, you know, I don't like the move of talking about him being a tight end and stuff. Those transitions on this level is never a great thing.
If anything, I wouldn't say a tight end, and if anything, it'd be a receiver. I know that 6'5" frame. Oh, we can put him at a tight end. No, I don't see that. But keep him at quarterback. I remember when they asked Todd Monken about him, what he did in camp. Monken said one of the things that he got to work on is shorten his release to those, like, you know, swing passes and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, getting the ball out. So you could tell they view him as a project. Okay. So I don't really expect too much out of him this season, other than, you know, preseason. As if he progressed and gets better during the season, I can see him becoming that I'm a QB sneak quarterback type thing for the Browns, because we all know Deshaun don't like doing that shit. He don't want to do that.
Right.
And then you don't want to get Shador too beat up on that. So I can see them using his frame for that per se.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't see him being used that much during the season. I saw his delivery. It looked fine on deep balls, but I saw what they were saying on the short passes.
Yeah.
His delivery was long. You know what I'm saying? It was a long delivery. It was like coming from way back here type shit.
That's probably because of him being so long, or because nobody's ever taught him to up to your ear, boop, boop, and just release.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, then sometimes when you got a kid that's fast like that, obviously probably in high school he ran a lot. So they probably never worked on his mechanics all like that, because they were like, well, he can sling it deep when we need him to, and then anything short we can run, or he can run and, you know, get it that way. So
yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't like the move of them talking about going to tight end. I think we drafted enough tight ends. We already got Harold Fanning, and we already had kids on the roster from last year. So I don't like that move. I don't want to hear nothing about him being there. Just treat him like a project. Because, man, a quarterback that runs 4.3 at 6'4", do you understand how dangerous he can be if quarterbacks go down and then he has to be back there with the running game that we have and the receivers?
And listen, I am read optioning that bitch, RPOing it all day. Like exactly. I'm just gonna run a college offense. We just gonna spread this bitch out, RPOs.
That's what Mendoza did a lot of the time. That was an RPO offense.
Yeah, I'm a screen game it to Concepcion, all that stuff, a lot of bubble screens, all that stuff. I'm just gonna get the ball in the hands of my playmakers at this point in time.
Be playmakers. Exactly.
Go do your job.
That's all you gotta do. Go be playmakers.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to some basketball news. So the first thing is, man, Cavs can't win this series.
No, they're not.
I said it last week. JB Bickerstaff is coming in with vengeance. He is feeling some type of way about the Cavs letting him go. Donovan Mitchell placing him as the blame of the Cavs not being able to move on. So now he's showing you, okay, well, since I'm the problem, I'm gonna show y'all who the problem really is.
Yeah.
So the Cavs are struggling, man. Even at home, they won this game, but they almost lost it.
No, they did. And the funny thing is, I was at work, and one of the guys come in on Saturday was like, "You don't got the game on?" I was like, "Man, listen. One thing I realized about the Cavs is when I watch them, they lose. So I ain't watching them. I said they winning right now. And this was like they was up like 15, something ridiculous. So he's like, "No, man, cut the game on." Cut the game on. I started working, and I looked up. I said, "Damn, ain't this by the bitch? Now this motherfuckers is tied. They tied now." Like, I'm like, "Nah, buddy, that's crazy."
It's so funny because you sound like me, because you like, if I turn it on, they're gonna lose, and I'm like, if I turn it on, they're gonna win. So yeah. That's what I was saying. Like last week, I was like, y'all can thank me for the Toronto win because I wasn't watching the game. The moment I turned it on, they was down by 15. They brought it back and tied it up and won. So Daryl Owens, you are correct. And we're gonna talk about that in 2 more segments. So just stick around. We're gonna definitely talk about that one. So yeah, man, I don't know. Just watching this series.
Gotta run one more time, Coach. This last time.
I got you.
All right.
Just watching this series with the Cavs, man. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Like, because this team, honestly, with the Celtics being knocked out, they should be trying to run. They should be trying to make a run to this Eastern Conference Finals. Now, y'all know I'm a Knicks fan. So, you know, I'm happy with what my Knicks are doing. We're gonna talk about that on the next segment. But I'm happy with my Knicks are doing. This Cavs ain't winning this series. Cavs is not winning this series because honestly, because of two people. And I'm about to get into this next one right now. And my two people, the reason why the Cavs are number 9 winning is because of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Donovan Mitchell putting up 30 points, but the turnovers that they are having, the turnovers are terrible. The turnovers, these dudes are like literally acting like they can't dribble. They're they're losing the ball on their handles, everything.
Coach, this is from the games that I saw from the Cavs this season. Mind you, like I said, I didn't really watch a lot, but from the games that I saw, they don't value the basketball. They don't value it, meaning they will give it to the other team at any point whenever they don't care. Like I'm watching it, and that was their thing from what I seen through the seasons. Like, yeah, y'all beating these teams, but y'all turn the ball over a lot. And I know that spells hell for when you get into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And when you playing teams that, like, okay, we played Toronto, they was picking y'all up full court. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all turn around, y'all in Detroit pick y'all up full court, and they don't even have the length Toronto had.
No,
but they picking y'all full court in y'all bodies. They letting the one, what's the dude name? I don't even know the name, but if Detroit win the series, I'm not giving Cade Cunningham the MVP. I'm giving to the dude off the bench with the dreads. He's just busting their ass.
So Isaiah, is it Isaiah?
Not Stewart, the little point guard.
The number 24 dude, number 24.
Yeah, dude. whatever number, he is busting their ass. And I don't understand why Kenny Atkins has not realized this. When you put in Keon Ellison and have Keon Ellison guard him, he kind of phases him out. They did it in game 2 where Keon shut him down. Once they put Keon in, dude was not getting his funky off no more.
So he was able to run with him and match him.
Yeah, he was able to run with him. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he had also Keon has length. So it was a couple times he was able to get some steals off of like just passes and everything.
Right.
But then you come back to game 3. No Keon.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, no, matter of fact, Coach, it was game 1 because game 2, Keon didn't even play.
So the thing that I noticed, Strauss is being heavily pressured. Yeah. So he's not getting open looks. He's rushing shots. Harden is taking some of the dumbest shots. Even though he in the fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying, had them 9 points in the fourth quarter. But I would take it if he just stepped inside the 3 and shot that mid-range shot because he's knocking those down. Stop knocking down the 3s all the time and let other people shoot those. Because I don't know, man. Like, they got the potential. Y'all got 2 bigs. I don't know what the hell's going on with Mobley. Mobley looks weak. That's just what it all comes down to. Mobley looks weak. He has not hit the weight room, and he looks weak.
He put his weight from when he came to the league. He has put on some mass, but he hasn't hit his grown man weight. He still got that young. Remember, he came to the league young, so he still got that young thing. But I agree with you though. He is getting bullied around. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Like one thing the Cavs has been missing, they don't have that enforcer big. They don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Bryant might, quote unquote, be it, but he ain't it. Y'all don't have that one person where niggas in the league like you know, think twice about.
Yeah. Confident lady said I'm good either way because she a fan of both teams, the Cavs and the Pistons. That's how like me with the Cavs and the Knicks. But the only difference is I'm a Knicks first fan. Somebody said, so I didn't get a chance to see this. I don't know what his name is. It just says user 826 or whatever. But it says, let's talk about Wemby, why Wemby wasn't suspended a game or even fined. NBA won't do that to their golden, I guess, child.
No, they won't.
So
they won't.
I don't know, man. Like, I didn't see what happened. I know I saw Jay Williams and Kendrick Perkins talking about it and stuff. I didn't see the actual incident or what took place. I saw it. Somebody said it was something. It was a hard play. What did Wemby throw elbows or did he start?
It was the play to me like it was over. And then Wemby had the ball, like had this, but it was an intentional elbow. It was intentional.
He threw it.
You know what I'm saying? He threw it. He threw
Okay,
it. He got ejected for the game. But he should at least have a suspension. But that's like how dude said, that's their golden boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they know, like they sitting at home, you know, in the offices, and they like, okay, what out of these games that's remaining, which one's gonna get us the most viewership?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they know what play, like, so make a long story short, it's probably gonna end up in the West, San Antonio, and OKC.
Well, I had a feeling it was gonna be that, which would be dope because here's my thing. It would make sense. It would not make sense, but it would be so dope if the Knicks and the Spurs made it to the finals. And here's the reason why. Because if y'all know, they do that half-season championship.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks and the Spurs, and the Knicks ended up winning that championship.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the play-in or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So when if those two were to make it into the finals, that would be slick because it was like the mid-season championship thing gave you a pre-show of who's going to be in the finals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that would be dope if that was you know what I'm saying, if that was to happen.
You know what, Coach? Given how can I say this? You're not off. I could honestly see that shit happening. I could honestly see, because it never happened before.
Exactly.
So it would be the time for it to happen now, and for that to be those two teams. And honestly, I want the Knicks to fucking win, because I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
I don't like Wemby. I don't like Wemby. I don't like San Antonio. I don't like nothing about San Antonio. Nothing.
So so somebody said that the Knicks won't be able to touch Wemby. That's not true, because the Knicks touched them in the midseason and they won that championship in the midseason. So
no, I think when they say touch, that means like they can't even lay a hand on them without the ref calling the foul.
I got what he's saying. But okay. I think because the Knicks won that situation, and if they were to meet up in the finals, I think the referees would play that fair. I think they would. I think they would call it the same way they did that other one.
You got faith like that, Coach?
I do. I honestly do, because I get Wemby. Wemby is the new up-and-coming star. I get all of that. But at the same time, for Jalen Brunson to become that face too, that could be a thing.
He ain't gonna become that face, man. He too short. That ain't happening.
Hey, I get it. I'm just hoping. Hey, Coach, I'm hoping.
It ain't happening. Like he might be face adjacent, but he ain't gonna be the face. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go with Wemby old ET long arm looking self. That's what they gonna go with.
All right, so we got to talk about my Knicks.
Motherfucker look like a spider monkey and shit.
All right, so I told everybody last week, if you was on our show last week, I told Coach.
He did.
He was like, nah, the Sixers is looking tough. I said, they might get swept. He said, nah. And my Knicks went out there and beat them. Like, he didn't even play with them. They just went out there and wiped them out and said, we about to rest up. They swept them, Coach.
You know, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all swept them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to blame that on Embiid being hurt, and then whatever drugs that Paul George was taking during the regular season wearing off. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't do that to my squad, man. Hey,
that's it.
I'm going to tell you truthfully. I was really surprised because Embiid didn't play in one game, but he played in the other games. And I was really surprised at how Towns and Richardson just, let him be Embiid. He did his thing. He got his little points and stuff. But it wasn't enough for Maxey and George. They was just nothing.
They wasn't nowhere to be found.
Yeah, it was nothing. And I was just like, oh. And I'm talking like the Knicks, dude. The Knicks, I don't know what it is, but the Knicks went crazy. But I find it funny too. Mike Brown was the Cavs coach. Told him he wasn't good enough.
We all know Mike Brown wasn't good enough. Mike Brown, when he was here, was not good enough.
He was not good enough. That's what they're saying. But every team he's gone to, they get winning records. So
listen, Mike Brown is good. He's good at this. He is good at defensive strategy. When it comes to offensive shit, cheeks.
So how come? So what? So then, why is the offense clicking like crazy with the Knicks? Then
who's the offensive coordinator with the Knicks?
I don't even know.
Honestly, not Mike Brown. No.
I honestly don't know, because I tell you, it still trips me out when I hear that there's an offensive coach and a defensive coach for basketball.
Yeah,
it trips me out, because like my boy who played in NBA and stuff, or professional ball, I remember asking him, I was like, do they really draw up like offensive plays on the spot like that and stuff? He was just like, yeah, man, they yeah. I was like, okay. Because to me, basketball is 5-on-5. We coming down. We got some offensive plays. Like, I know defensive strategies. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you watching the offensive side, I'm like, I just see motherfuckers running around trying to get loose and trying to get the shot off. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Coach. That's the same thought process I had until I coached my son's junior high basketball team 2 years in a row.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I usually don't pat. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I learned a lot from that. Yes. And I learned, how can I put this? I don't know. That experience just made me a better coach. I learned a lot coaching something other than football and seeing how they plays actually develop and everything, like how everything goes. Because I was with you. You 5-on-5. You out there. That's what, you know what I'm saying? And now I say, okay, there's a motion office, there's an ISO set, there's two highs, there's a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? You got you can run a pick and roll with the center and all this other stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my first year coaching, they was better defensively, offensively not so well. Because I know defense. That was my thing in football. So that's what I held my hat on in basketball. The second year when my homeboy came on to coach, he played basketball more in high school and everything. Right. He brought the offensive side to the thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that we went from a 1-win team the first year to the championship. Lost by 1 point. You know what I'm saying? But so, I learned a lot.
Nah, so I'm with you there, because I dabbled in basketball too. I taught, man, I coached 3 years of middle school basketball. My first time I did it, that's when I went to my boy, like, there's actual offense and stuff, you know, and I knew about ISO, you know, I knew about and stuff like that, pick and rolls. But I'm sitting here like, that's just common sense basketball. That's just what I always, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the reason why I was able to be okay at coaching, I'm not gonna say I was good at it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Our record was 7-9, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, all right. But my favorite play, and the kids' favorite play, I said freestyle. That's what it was called, freestyle. And so what we did, we made sure defense, we're 3-2, not a 2-3. Mm-hmm. We're 3-2, and I made them boys up on the top. They moved. Yeah. They was getting, but our favorite setup was 1-3-1. Our 1-3-1 was so it would devastate teams. So it was just like they're trying to pass the ball and we're on it. We're on it. We just wasn't great shooters, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But
that's how we was.
We would get that ball all the time. But it's just like, to me, but in the pros, I don't think them dudes are calling plays, man. I just think that they just so used to knowing what to do. I think the only time I think they call plays is when it's a timeout, 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. We got to set up that when you see them bring out the chart. But when they come in the court, I'll be watching. I don't see them dudes being like, yo. They just be like, you know what I'm saying?
No, they do, because when they do that, that's a play. That's a hand gesture. You know what I'm saying? Back when LeBron, when Jordan was there, this was always Phil Jackson thing. That was a play. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like for us, when I coach, one of our things was this 5 and then down. So it's 5 down. You know what I'm saying? The 5 is coming up to set the pick. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it all depends. You don't really gotta verbalize anything, but they do be running sets. I see them like it may start out in the very beginning of the game, they'll run sets, and then all of a sudden it just turned into open gym. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I see when I'm watching, especially when I'm watching my Knicks. I'm watching open gym because all I'm seeing is Jalen Brunson running through the crowd. He getting the ball, and then I guess you call it an ISO because he's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody clear out. I'm about to take this dude to the hoop type of deal. That's what I see. I
mean, the game has become more ISO, but they do call plays, they do call sets. That's how you might see, like, even not on a pin down, that's how you might see Steph Curry running through all them screens to get open that shot. That's a play, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, to me, that's just crazy. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I sit back and I be like, I just don't look like they're calling plays. Those are just out like a give me the ball. Give me the ball. All right, I'm gonna back him down. I'm gonna shoot. Okay. So I don't know, man, but it is what it is. All right. So Daryl Owens mentioned something. He said the Lakers are going down tonight. The kingdom has fallen. I don't care what anybody says. You already know where I'm going.
Michael Jordan never got swept.
It is time for people to recognize that a certain individual who wears the number 23 in a Lakers uniform is only as good as the stars he's recruited. Y'all hear what I'm saying? He is only as good as the stars he recruited. It is the kingdom has fallen. It's time for him to hang it up.
I wasn't going that route, but you went that route.
It's time for him to hang it up. It's been, listen, man, this is when I recognized it. Even though, you know what I'm saying, yes, he brought a championship to Cleveland. I was all for it. You know what I'm saying? He made good on his promise. But I knew when they were struggling and they had Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith. And when they had J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert, it was LeBron, Kevin Love, and stuff. And they kept saying he just doesn't have no stars around him. J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert were stars in New York.
You talking about after Kyrie had left that year?
Yes.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert were stars. Michael Jordan has never gotten swept. That is true.
That's where I was going. That's where
a joke.
Huh?
Wait a minute. That man is a joke. Oh no, he's not talking about you. He's talking about the self-proclaimed king.
No, but that's where I thought you was going. That's why I said Michael Jordan never got swept. That's where I thought you was going.
Listen, man. When people are comparing LeBron and Michael Jordan, that's an apples to onions comparison to me. Because they played in two different eras. LeBron also has played how many more years than Michael Jordan to surpass all of these people? That's like Emmitt Smith passing up Barry Sanders' record. You weren't as good as Barry Sanders when Barry Sanders was playing the game. That's why you had to wait till he retired to surpass him. And it took you years after he retired for you to pass him. So that doesn't, to me, that doesn't make you the greatest player ever if you played for extended amount of time. Now, if you did everything in the same time as that person played, then I think you should be considered the greatest. But if you haven't surpassed that person by the same time that they played, to me, that's apples to onions, man. Like, I'm telling you, the kingdom has fallen. And LeBron, like I said, let me get back onto what I was saying, though. Every time nothing goes right for LeBron, they blame everybody else.
It's the supporting cast's fault.
But when everything is going right for him, they give all the credit to LeBron. Even if Doncic was there, they would give all of the praise to LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they would do. They would do that. And I'm sorry, man. People need to just start calling it what it is. Like, obviously, I have not been one of the biggest supporters of him. I think I like what he did for Cleveland. I don't like that people from Cleveland still act like we owe him something and this, that, and the other. I'm not feeling that. But like right now, he's to the point where he's the leech, and he needs to leech onto other people in order for him to still remain relevant.
Okay.
So, the Lakers need to lose themselves of that man. I guess they meant release themselves of that man. So yeah, I feel you, but I don't know, man. I just think that we just need to just call that stuff out, call it out the way it is. So
no, I agree with you. I mean, because I've always said that when he was here, when they win, all the glory went to him.
Yep.
When we lost, it was always somebody else's fault.
I remember the one year we had Donyell Marshall, and I remember because at that same time I was coaching Donyell Marshall's nephew in football, and I got a chance to talk to him plenty of times and stuff. And that was the one year where they had like 70 wins or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they got into the playoffs, and they were like, well, he doesn't have no support. And that bugged me out because I was like, so wait a minute. You win 70 games through the season, but then you get into the playoffs and then you get knocked out in the first round, and it's because he doesn't have anybody? How do you win 70 games if you don't have anybody?
His support, got cut off just like child support. It was just over. They emancipated everybody. I don't know, like that shit ain't never made no sense to me, coach, at all.
Yeah, I don't
whatsoever.
know.
It was always the blame.
Somebody just asked who is the best team in the NBA right now. I'm a Knicks fan, so you know what I'm going to say. The Knicks are the best team right now. The way they're beating teams, the way they finished off Atlanta by beating them by 51 points, turn around and dog walking the Sixers, who beat the Celtics. The Knicks are the best team right now. Now, don't get me wrong. OKC is playing some ball. OKC is playing some ball. They are still number one because they are defending champions. But right now, it's the Knicks to me. But I would love to see the OKC San Antonio Western Conference Finals if it happens. So, you don't have that, Coach?
No, I mean, like I said, I was going a different route. I was on the whole thing about Jordan not getting swept. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, the argument is done. To me, but I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but I know he to me he is the greatest of all time.
Yes.
And then Kobe was the great during his time, and LeBron is the great. But if you ask me, out of those three, who's the best? I'm sorry, I'm going with Jordan. It's just that simple.
Chris Brown just said that the Pistons are coming for the rematch against the Knicks. I'm all for it. I'm with it. It's gonna be a rough one. I know that.
Hey, listen, I don't like neither team, but at the end of the day,
it's two former Cavs coaches meeting up.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks on that one. I don't like. Listen, I got friends up in Detroit. I went to school an hour away from Detroit. They know the beef when it comes to basketball, and then also I'm gonna toss in football there a little bit. But they already know the beef, so I'm always gonna say fuck Detroit when it comes to basketball.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. There's nothing I like about y'all basketball.
Hey,
fucking Piston.
Hey,
you're a car part.
Confident lady is a Pistons fan.
So. I know. Tell her she's a car part. That's a Piston. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no love for them. Listen, I love the city, love the people, but I hate your basketball team.
No, I don't think Ant-Man can win it. No, I don't think this is his year. And Jordan is the reason why I became a Knicks fan. That's the crazy part. Jordan is the reason why I became a Knicks fan. So yeah,
I think Ant-Man needs a Robin.
He does.
He needs a real Robin.
He most definitely does. He most definitely does.
He can do it. He can do most of it. Like, as you can see, he did the season mostly all by himself. But for him to get over the top, I think he gonna need him a Robin.
He definitely needs one. Yeah. All right. Somebody said Detroit basketball.
and that's why I fucking hate Detroit, because of that saying. I fucking hate y'all because of that.
All right, Coach. So let's get on this topic, man. So, all right, y'all, we done with sports. We're about to talk some entertainment because Coach wanted to talk about what's going on with Druski and why he's catching so much hell and why he's just saying, he's bringing comedy back to comedy.
Yeah, man.
All right, so go ahead, Coach, because I know this is something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, because we in our downtime today at work, we know somebody asked me did I see the Druski skit, and I saw it, and I ain't gonna lie, I died laughing because the newest one about a British actor playing a African American's role in movies,
right?
And it's so true and fitting. Like, to me, the shit was just funny. I laughed,
right?
And I did. To me, it just brought up what I just had to go back down with his other recent one, which was like, I guess the white Republican lady, because I ain't even gonna say Erica Kirk because it's really about every white Republican female out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it brought me back to that. I'm like, that's how, to me, I feel like that's how fucked up the world is. Like, you can't even laugh at your own shit. Like, if I could laugh at that, you know what I'm saying, black people, I'd have laughed at every one of Druski's skits that I've seen. Whether it was the what you want to call it, the hillbilly dude that went to the race thing, or the white boy who hung around with nothing but black boys and was in the hood. This shit's funny. It's comedy, man. You gotta laugh at this shit. I think we're taking too much stuff seriously, Coach.
So here's the problem. This is the problem with Druski.
Mm-hmm.
When Druski is making fun of black people,
it's all good.
Funny when black comedians are making fun of black people and showing them in bad situations. David Chappelle, Tyrone Biggums, crackhead, stuff like that. That's hilarious to the masses. But now when you're hitting on specific people, like the lady that is mad that he made fun of her. We ain't gonna say her name, but the lady who is mad that he made fun of her. That's what comedy is. See, it's okay when you're laughing at other people, but when people are laughing at y'all, now y'all want to be sensitive. Jake Paul coming out here, I'm gonna go in blackface. Okay, do it. It ain't y'all started that shit. It ain't like it's something new.
See, to me, Coach, it ain't even. It's comedy. So to go back with Druski thing, he didn't personally go at one singular female. He went at all y'all. So, but you took it personal. That one person took it personal.
So he did go at her personally though.
But this is my thing.
On the one he did.
He never. How can you say it's personal? He never said a name. You know what I'm saying? You can't say
you dress just like the person.
But this is my thing. In a court of law, until he mentioned her name, he good. So I'm not gonna say. And the thing is, he took shots at every Republican woman even with the matcha in the car with the dog, all that shit. The what was it? What was they doing? What was it? What was the workout he was doing? I don't even know what you call it. Pilates. Yeah. Doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he made fun of everybody. At the end of the day, all I gotta say is this: it's fucking comedy, man. Laugh at shit. You gotta laugh at life. If you don't laugh, you just gonna fucking just be crying and miserable. That's why I ain't gonna lie, Coach. I don't really watch when people be watching certain movies like violence and shit. I don't watch that shit. I watch shit that make me laugh. Because guess what? I live all the violent shit out in the world. I see it. So when I get home and I want to watch a movie, I'm gonna watch some shit that make me laugh, bro. I'm not gonna get caught up in this shit that everything got to be serious. Like, nah, man, it's laughter. As a comedian, leave them alone. They should be able to tell their jokes and do whatever they want to do, man.
No, I agree with you. I personally just think that it boils down to race, just like it does.
Yeah,
it's okay for you to do something to one group of people, but when that one group of people start coming at y'all, it becomes something different. White people can make movies about slavery all the damn time, but the moment a black person make a movie about rebellion against slave masters and stuff, it's like the worst thing ever. So that's just the reality of realities, man. And it's just the society we live in. So
that's true.
It is what it is. All right. So y'all know what time it is, man. We had our last we actually went over time again, which we do this because we love and you know what I'm saying, having a good time with y'all. All right, Owens, go ahead and watch that game, man. Watch the kingdom fall tonight. So the last topic of the day is get it off your chest, Coach. Is there anything you need to get up off your chest?
Yeah, man. I woke up and I was getting ready for work, and I work from home, so I was sitting here, and I just got to thinking, like, well, one, I was like, my sister had posted this thing on TikTok with all the ladies in my family, you know what I'm saying, who are mothers. So I'm listening to music and I get reminiscent and just like I ain't gonna lie, like kind of got sad because I'm like, man, like the life we live. I ain't gonna lie, like I told this to one of my old football players the other day. He pulled up on me. I was like, man, I wouldn't, if I leave this earth, I would want to experience my life in another earth with the same group of people. That's how much I love. That's how much I love my life and the people that been around me. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this, man. I don't know what we're leaving our future generations, but we got to do better. Yeah. We got to do a lot better. And I know it's going to be hard for a lot of people to do this, but we honestly got to stand up because with these data centers being built and when people protesting that they don't want them being built, and then you got people in politics going behind doors and still authorizing them to be built, that goes to show you is really a us versus them mentality, and it's more of us than them. So we really got to stick together. And I know it's going to hurt, and I know we're going to have some people that ain't going to want to do it. Right. But honestly, man, we know what will solve our problem, which is we don't need to do shit. Right. Stop going to work. Stop doing everything. But I know it's people going to be out there. Oh, I got to pay my bill. I'm going to get my medication and all the other stuff. I get it. But sometimes we got to risk stuff so we could get a better reward. We got to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
need to stop going to work.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to stock up on medication, but stock up, do whatever you need to do. But we have to put our foot down. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Rich people don't respect other rich people because they respect each other because their money is the same color and they have the same amount. Green only respects green. Right. And the only way you get rich people attention is by fucking with their money. Yep. And that's what we need to do. We need to fuck with their money. And when we get to the negotiation table, when it's all said and done, we can negotiate. Hey, you know that money that we owed you for them bills? We just gonna wipe that shit clean, or we gonna continue this shit. Yeah. We don't owe you nothing. Yeah. We gonna wipe it clean. You're gonna keep our electricity on, you're gonna keep our water on, we're gonna keep it moving, or else we're gonna continue not to do this. That's part of the process. But you gotta go through a little bit of pain to get to the promise to where you want to go to. Ain't nothing in life easy. Yeah.
Joe Walters said the government is required to pay all debt of U.S. citizens. That would be nice.
And if that's true, I mean, it should be, because at the end of the day, how much we have enough, we pay enough taxes for them to do that.
Yeah, but they using our tax money for everything else but us.
Yeah, but us. So if you can fund the war and all that stuff overseas and fund these other countries and bail out, Argentina, you can take care of your own people. You can take care of your own people.
Yeah, they just don't want to because they don't respect the American people. I've been saying that
exactly.
For a long time. They truly but I mean,
but Coach, we as a people,
but
we as a people, we got to first off respect ourselves enough to know that we getting fucked, and then we got to make them respect us. We just too busy. We out here worried about Chris Brown tickets and shit like that. They done rigged the game so much that we don't even know how to get out the matrix if we could.
Yeah, that is true. Even though I did buy my Chris Brown tickets.
I did, Coach. I did too.
All right, man. So I'm gonna get it off my
chest. I can afford it. We can afford it, Coach. We're not selling our bodies for it, Coach.
Okay, so here's the thing I'm gonna get off my chest. I keep seeing this thing that keeps popping up on social media, and I don't even know what platform I need to talk to, but I'm gonna try to look at all of these cameras that's going on. Aries Spears.
Oh God.
If you don't like Cleveland, keep your ass out of Cleveland. It's just that simple, dude. I'm sick and tired of seeing you on social media dogging Cleveland, yet you keep bringing your black ass to Cleveland all the goddamn time. Now, it don't make sense to me, because to me is if we're such a horrible city, why do you keep booking shows here?
Exactly.
Don't bring your ass to Cleveland. Everybody don't think that you're funny. We don't care how long you've been around. It still doesn't mean that you're that funny. There's some people who like you. There's some people who don't. The impressions and shit, creative. Okay. But, that shit don't always work all the time. And when you come to Cleveland, you need to understand, dude, we're not everybody else. So the fact that you keep trying to make us be everybody else, that's your problem. That is your fault. We don't operate like that. Like, when you come here, dude, we are hardworking people. So when you come here, you better be funny. Ain't nobody coming out here ready to see you do DMX. DMX is dead, dude. Like, if nobody wants to hear all of that shit, tell some jokes. Tell us some shit. But the same shit you keep doing over and over and over and over isn't hitting with us. But I'm tired of seeing you get on social media. Cleveland this. Y'all just we don't need to do shit. You lucky motherfuckers are spending money to still come and see your ass. So if you don't like Cleveland, keep your black ass out of Cleveland. We ain't
gonna miss you.
It's that simple. But you know why you come here? Because we pay. Your ticket prices are a little bit higher than they are in other places, and people still paying and still showing you love, even though you ain't one of the top 10 comedians.
No.
So if you either need to humble yourself, or people need to start just not showing up to your shit. That's what they need to start doing, just not showing up to your shows to show you what they really think of you.
I'm going to say this, Coach. This is how grimy I am. They gave me some free tickets to this show. I tried to offer them to my family, and nobody took them. Yeah, so nobody went.
But I'm tired of seeing him get on social media. Every time you look up, he on social media talking about Cleveland. Every single chance. Did you know there's 50 states? Do you know how many cities they are in different states? So if you don't like Cleveland, take your ass to Akron. Take your ass to Youngstown. Go to Columbus. Go to Cincinnati. You don't have to come to Cleveland. But the question is, why do you keep coming to Cleveland? I think you're mad that we know you're not that funny, and you're desperate to try to prove to us that you're that funny. That's why you're breaking your neck trying to get here. And
he don't get no approval. He don't get no laugh, so he try to turn into clickbait. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? You can hate on the city as much as you want to, but you would never do that shit outside of the comforts of your house. You would never go down in the trenches in Cleveland and say that shit.
No, hell no. So like I said, man, it's as simple as this. Keep your ass out of Cleveland if you ain't gonna respect the people in Cleveland. You don't deserve the money here. But you can go to I ain't saying Ohio. Notice what I'm saying. I'm saying Cleveland. You can go to different places in Ohio, but if you ain't rocking with us and we ain't messing with you, deuces. It's just that simple. Deuces.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This brings us to the end of our show. I want to thank everybody for joining in. I want to thank everybody for commenting and having conversation with us. Once again, this is Let's Get to the Facts podcast with me, Doss, my man, Coach Shot is my co-host. We do this every Monday, Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 8 p.m. Sometimes we go over like we are today, but that's because we be getting to intense conversations, and they're educational conversations as well. But at the same time, it's all entertainment. We still have a great time with y'all. We love the interaction, and we'll see y'all next week. All right, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to say,